Ever played that fun game called What's Wrong with My Gut? You know, one where doctors hand you a diagnosis that sounds like a pharmaceutical commercial side effect and prescribe you something that fixes exactly nothing. You have IBS. Take this pill that might cause IBS. If your medicine cabinet looks like a failed chemistry accident and you're still Googling, why does my stomach hate me? At 3 a.m., stick around. We're diving into the actual root causes of gut issues that nobody's talking about. Let's be honest, the gut health world is more confusing than assembling IKEA furniture without instructions. Yep. You've probably tried eliminating gluten, dairy, and joy from your diet, swallowing enough probiotics to start your own bacterial civilization, drinking kombucha that tastes like vinegar at a midlife crisis, following advice from that Instagram influencer that suddenly became a gut expert after reading half an article. And yet, here you are, still bloated, still tired, still wondering if your stomach is secretly plotting against you. I spent 13 years with gut issues that made me feel like I swallowed a beach ball. Doctors basically patted me on the head and said, have you tried not having problems? The truth? Most practitioners are only looking at one piece of the puzzle, usually food. But your gut's more complicated than your family holistic dynamics. Here's what's actually happening beneath the surface. One, your nervous system is stuck in panic mode. When you're stressed, your brain sends an urgent memo, potential tiger attack, shut down digestion, redirect all resources to running. The problem, your body can't tell the difference between a tiger and your inbox hitting 1,000 unread emails. So that stress about your boss, bills, or weird text, your gut thinks it's a life or death situation. As Dr. Andrew Huberman explains, when you're stressed, blood literally gets diverted away from your digestive system. It's like your body saying, sorry, we can't digest that sandwich right now. Dr. Emran Mayer from UCLA has found that this brain-gut pathway works both ways. Your gut issues trigger anxiety, and your anxiety worsens your gut issues. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:17. Your body was designed for peace, not constant panic. Your blood sugar is riding a roller coaster. You know that 3 p.m. energy crash where you trade your firstborn for a nap and a cookie? That's your blood sugar doing the cha-cha slide. When your glucose levels spike and crash, it creates a cascade of inflammation that directly damages your gut lining. It's like having tiny construction workers constantly tearing down and rebuilding your intestinal wall, except they're terrible at the rebuilding part. Dr. Jesse Enchamps, the glucose goddess, discovered that simply changing the order you eat your food in can reduce glucose spikes by up to 73%. That's not a typo, 73%. But no, please keep eating your naked bagel first thing in the morning and wondering why your gut is staging a rebellion by noon. Your gut ecosystem looks like a barren wasteland. Your microbiome should be a thriving rainforest with thousands of diverse species. Instead, most modern guts look more like the desert with a few hardy cockroaches. Dr. Tim Spector's research shows the average American has lost over 40% of their microbial diversity in the last 2 generations, and Dr. Justin Sonnenberg from Stanford found that each course of antibiotics can wipe out up to 1/3 of your gut bacteria, some of which may never come back. Yes, the bacteria in your gut are making happiness chemicals, or they would be if they weren't being systematically destroyed by processed foods that feed the wrong bacteria. Antibiotics in food and medicine, hand sanitizer, Apocalypse, that one cleaning product that promises to kill 99.9% of bacteria, including the ones keeping you sane. We're basically running around with internal ecosystems that look less like the Amazon rainforest and more like a post-apocalyptic wasteland where only the bacteria equivalent to cockroaches and rats survive. And then we wonder why our digestion is unpredictable. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139:14. Your body is an intricate ecosystem designed with incredible wisdom. Your digestive fire is more like a damp match. Remember high school chemistry? Your stomach is supposed to be a bubbling cauldron of acid that breaks down proteins and kills harmful bacteria. But stress, aging, and medication have left most people with the digestive fire of a wet newspaper. Without proper stomach acid, proteins arrive in your intestines partially undigested. Hello, food sensitivities. Minerals can't be properly absorbed. Bacteria that should be dead arrive alive and throwing a party in your small intestine. And then we take antacids because we think the problem is too much acid. That's like seeing your car's low fuel light and responding by removing the light bulb. Do you suffer from heartburn? Try our new medication that reduces stomach acid. Side effects may include more digestive problems, nutrient deficiencies, and bacterial overgrowth. But hey, no more heartburn. Your lifestyle is working against your biology. Your body runs on ancient software. It expects sunlight in the morning, movement throughout the day, periods of fasting, early dinner, dark nights, community, and connection. Instead, we're giving it blue light until midnight, desk jobs with less movement than a sloth on vacation, 16-hour eating windows, dinner at 9 p.m., artificial light everywhere, social isolation with a side of social media comparison. Your body isn't broken. It's just responding exactly as designed to a completely unnatural environment. It's like taking a fish out of water, putting it in your kitchen counter, and then being surprised when it doesn't thrive. What's wrong with this fish? I've tried everything. I've even played it motivational speeches. Now for the good news. Your gut wants to heal. Here's your emergency root cause protocol. The 2-minute vagus nerve reset. Your vagus nerve is like a circuit breaker for your gut. When it's activated, it switches you from fight or flight to rest and digest. Try this now. Take a deep breath in through your nose for a count of 4. Slowly exhale through your lips. So you inhale and then exhale for twice as long. You can place one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach and repeat this process 5 times. So inhale, exhale. Feel that? That's your nervous system downshifting from imminent disaster to maybe everything's okay. If you feel a little gurgle in your stomach, that's your digestive system saying, oh, thank goodness, we can get back to work now. I call it the food order revolution. Stop eating your meal backwards. Start with fiber first, so that's veggies and salad. Next, eat protein and fat. Starches and sugars last. This simple chain reduces gut glucose spikes by up to 73%, immediately lowering inflammation and giving your gut a fighting chance. Yes, this means eating the broccoli before the pasta. I know, I'm a monster, but your gut will send you a thank you note. But now we have a morning mineral cocktail. We are, as a people, chronically dehydrated. So try this. 12 ounces of warm water, a pinch of high-quality sea salt, a squeeze of lemon, and optionally 1 teaspoon of raw honey. Drink this first thing in the morning to wake up your digestive system. Support your adrenals and rehydrate your cells properly. It's like an internal shower for your cells, much more effective than that $75 gut cleanse tea that's basically just a laxative with good marketing. And unlike those Instagram detox teas, this won't have you running to the bathroom every 15 minutes, wondering if you're dying or just cleansing. We lack movement. We are chronically inactive as people these days. Your gut literally needs movement. Try this after meals. Walk for 10 minutes. Throughout the day, do 20 squats or lunges every hour. Do some gentle yoga twisting poses to massage your internal organs. For lasting relief, we need to address the root causes systematically. So first, it's nervous system regulation. You need morning sunlight exposure. You need 3 to 10 minutes without glasses on. You need to do regular breathwork practices. You need a digital sunset 2 hours before bed. That means turning off the phone or the TV. Scripture, meditation, or prayer to activate parasympathetic response. Dr. Huberman calls morning sunlight the most powerful Zeitgeber, a fancy German word that means time giver, It literally resets your entire nervous system and gut clock for the day, and it's free. So protein-rich breakfast within 1 hour of waking. Blood sugar stabilization. You need a rich breakfast. I mean, protein-rich, like 30 grams of protein at least. Fiber-first eating approach. Apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon in water before carb-heavy meals. Consistent meal timing. That means we should eat the same time every day. Dr. Jesse and Champagne found just 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar before a carb-heavy meal can reduce the glucose spike by up to 30%. And yes, it tastes like what I imagine a sweaty gym sock would taste like, but you get used to it, and your pancreas will thank you for the break. We're going to do a microbiome restoration. So you want to aim for 30 plus different plant foods weekly, small amounts of fermented food daily, prioritizing probiotic-rich foods, onions, leeks, asparagus. Consider soil-based probiotics if needed. Dr. Wilby says we should think of our gut bacteria like a garden, not a supplement bottle. You need to plant the seeds, the probiotics, and water the garden, the prebiotics. And yes, this might mean your family complains about garlic breath. Small price to pay for a thriving internal ecosystem, Karen. For digestive support, bitter herbs before meals to stimulate digestive juices. Chew thoroughly, 30 plus times per bite. Don't drink large amounts of liquid with meals. Consider digestive enzymes with protein-heavy meals. Did you know that digestion actually begins in your brain? The mere sight and smell of food triggers a cascade of digestive juices. So yes, scrolling through food on Instagram actually has a psychological effect. Science has finally validated your late night recipe video addiction. We need lifestyle alignment, consistent sleep and wake times, even on weekends, time-restricted eating, regular movement throughout the day, proper hydration between meals. These aren't quick fixes. They're lifestyle shifts that honor your body's design and create the conditions for true healing. And before you say, but I don't have time for all of this, remember that you also don't have time for feeling terrible, canceling plans because of gut issues, and spending hours Googling, why does my stomach make that noise? Let me tell you something important. Your body isn't broken. Your symptoms aren't random. Your gut is actually responding perfectly to the inputs it's received. The problem isn't you. It's that modern life drifted so far from what our bodies were designed for. Come to me, all you who are weary and heavy burdened, and I will give you rest. This journey isn't just about fixing symptoms. It's about returning to alignment with how we were fearfully and wonderfully made. Your body wants to heal. It knows exactly what to do when given the right environment. And you don't have to do this alone. If this resonated with you, I've created a free guide called the 7-Day Vagus Nerve Reset Protocol that walks you through the daily practice to calm your nervous system, reduce inflammation, and create the foundation for gut healing. This isn't about quick fixes or masking symptoms. It's about addressing one of the most overlooked root causes of gut issues, your nervous system. The protocol includes daily vagus nerve activation practices, guided breathwork sequences, specific foods that support nervous system healing, and tracking tools to monitor your progress. To get your free copy, just click the link in the description. And if you're ready for a complete approach that addresses all the root causes we discussed today, check out the full Gut Health RX program. It's the same system I used to heal my own gut after 13 years of struggle. Remember, you were designed to thrive, not just survive. Your gut issues aren't your identity. They're just signposts pointing you back to alignment with how you are to live. Let's get your gut and your life back on track.